Hello, thank you. Okay, so I'm Rob Stiles. I work for Thales on Code4Lib, your seniors, Rob. If you Google for Rob, you'll find ridiculous amounts of history about me because people just follow me around everywhere, apparently. The presentation of this title was actually given to me by UCDIC, where I'm speaking next week. And what I figured I'd do is I'd try and cram in the first 10 minutes of what I'm going to present there in 5 minutes here in an attempt to get you guys to kind of check it out for me. So at Thales, I'm Program Manager for Data Services, which means I look after some of our platform services and some of our legacy data services, like some big Z3950 databases and stuff. But today I'm going to start by talking a little bit about 3 slices of my future. So first of all, this is Sam. Sam's 18 months old. He's very, very cute, very cheeky. I'm missing him a lot this week. This is Libby. She's my middle one. She's absolutely beautiful, totally my princess. Very, very pink and very, very happy to be the only girl in the family. And then this is Joe. He's my eldest. He's nearly 7. Now, like most kids of their age, they're all trying to work out how to relate to people and how to relate to each other. And 2 minutes 30. Oh my goodness, I've got to go a lot faster. Okay, so they're at different stages of development. So one of Sam's favourite phrases is hoo-ah, or I'll translate that for you in case you don't speak toddler, that's here you are. And
it's wrong.
It's wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
I warned you this would happen.
At least we're syncing being off.
Okay. Starting on 3 or 4.
Okay, I've actually got a timer here, it says 150. Okay. So here you are, is what Sam says a lot right now. He's totally into unconditional love, so he likes nothing better than to wander around the house finding things to give people. So, you know, biscuits for mummy, Libby's little toy rabbit, a toy car for his big brother Joe, Daddy's laptop.
I'm coming over your place.
So he's a lot of fun. Then Libby's 4. Libby's exploring her kind of property rights right now, and various techniques for physically enforcing property ownership, and she has a real passion for that. And then Joe's nearly 7, so he's actually come to the view that if he has 2 cars, sharing one with a friend makes for much, much better games. So my outlook, well, I believe that life is not about what you have, but about what you share. So that's a few different outlooks, and now I want to look a little bit to the future. Excuse me. So to predict the future, of course, you need a consultant, and you guys should use whichever consultant you have to hand at home. For this, I'm going to use a little bit of Gartner's work. So this is Gartner's hype curve, which you may have seen before. First published in about 1995 or thereabouts. 5 phases across the bottom there, and this is how we typically use it. You put a group of technologies on to show whereabouts they are in the hype cycle at any given point in time. I'm going to come back to this in a minute. But first of all, I want to just cover off some terms that people are using to talk about the things they're doing, they're just doing now, and the things that they're doing in the near future. So to start with, obviously, we've got Web 2.0, that's the obvious first one, participatory culture, virtual community, technology evangelism, which is what Richard does, Creative Commons licensing, community licensing, public licensing, social media, wisdom of crowds, and then of course we've got the opens, open source, open access, open mic, open data, and they all mean one thing, they all mean let's share. So going back to that hype curve, and there's a few things on here just as examples. Library 2 over there, just at the peak of its hype curve right now, ready to trot straight down that roller coaster to the drop of disillusionment. Wikipedia down there in the drop of disillusionment, trying to crawl its way out onto the plateau of productivity, and web services over on the right-hand side there, pretty much taken as given. But we can also split this around, and we can put phrases on it to show where they are in the cycle at a given point over time. And this is a few of the web technologies. 1994 reading lists when I was at university were open to everybody. If I wanted to look at psychology, I could go and look at the psychology reading lists. Over at the trough of disillusionment, a couple of years later, we saw they'd been closed down. Content is king was part of the hype for Web 1.0. That slammed down into the trough of disillusionment as everybody turned that into content is mine. But we shouldn't be surprised to see this. We've got Code4Lib right over on the plateau of productivity as we take into account that these are sharing technologies. And we shouldn't be surprised by that, of course, because it's not Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. It's the Web at 18 months, the Web at 4 years, and the Web at 7. Yay!